Hi Sagittarius, we're going to talk about love. As I'm shuffling the cards though, I want to just kind of tune you in on what's going on in 2020 with Spirit Mail. On Tuesday nights, I have started interviewing other influencers. The last couple weeks, we spoke with a former apostolic pastor and we spoke with an astrologer. The apostolic pastor was Kyle Butler, and Maxine Taylor is an astrologer of over 50 years. So if you missed those, go back and check out the replays. Also coming up on Tuesday of this week is a guy named Kelly who has a channel called Good News, where he just pulls the scriptures out of the Bible and really dissects them and finds a deeper spiritual meaning. Really great stuff. I know not everybody's interested in that kind of stuff, but I know there's a lot of you who are, where we're kind of going from church to spirituality and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, after that, in the weeks to come, we're going to be speaking with a pranic healer, Carrie Viviano, I think is her name. And then also we're going to be speaking with Brian Smith, who has a YouTube channel called Grief to Growth. He lost his daughter. She transitioned, and he has been growing through his grief, and now he is bringing this kind of help to other people too. So if you are suffering from grief, whether it's a child or a spouse or whatever, Grief to Growth. His name is Brian Smith. Incredible work. So we're going to talk about love now. Guys, God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, thank you so much for Spirit Mail, the Spirit Mail community. Thank you for giving us tarot as a tool. Show us the overall oracle message for love relationships as it relates to our Sagittarius friends. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. What is the overall message as it relates to love? Okay, guys, ready? Oh, we're looking at cleaning house. Okay, so this is going to be a deeper meaning. It's going to, part of it is spiritual. I mean, part of it is physical. Yeah, we need to declutter, get rid of things, but it's also as within, so without. There's some things, looks like that we might need to be letting go of inside of us. Okay, so we're going to read this card, and then we're going to go on and find out what the other messages are. Okay, cleaning house. It's time to clear the clutter and make way for better things. When you see the cleaning house card in a reading, it's time to declutter your life. Get rid of unwanted things in your physical home and release what you no longer want or truly need. Is there any unfinished business you should address? Thoughts, memories, and emotional baggage must be swept out of your house as well. Your conscience must be clear for you to move freely in the world. Celebrate a spring cleaning and feel the freedom as you make way for much better things. Look at what you've resisted, discarding, and be honest about its value. Be honest, clean house. Again, this isn't just in the physical realm, in our actual physical home. We actually should do that too, but in the in our emotional body, we should look at cleaning house. What have we been hanging on to that really does not serve us? Okay, Sagittarius, let's talk about love for the different groups. If you're single, or if you're dating and not in a committed relationship, or if you're in a committed relationship, what are the messages? What are the energies that you'll be navigating? Again, we thank you for love, light, and prosperity. We thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. And we thank you for clear and concise messages. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, show us the energy that our Sagittarius friends are navigating as it relates to love. Now, guys, as I am pulling these energies, let me just tell you, I'm pulling for singles, I'm pulling for those who are dating, and I'm pulling for those who are coupled up in committed relationships. And they're all pretty brief readings, so it might behoove you to just watch all of them, because I kind of feel like they each have some message for all of us, no matter where we are in our relationship status. Okay, singles. We have rejoice and celebration. Those who are dating, we're getting solitude. And for those who are coupled up in committed relationships, we're getting hope. Okay, so we're going to pull the clarifiers on these, and then we'll go back and talk about each group individually, and at the end we'll do the PS. So, for those of you who don't know, PS just means postscript. The title of my channel is Spirit Mail, so I thought it'd be kind of a cool play on words to do the like a last little message, a last little something from Spirit. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, I thank you so much for our Sagittarius friends. Show us clearly, clarify for us, why are we seeing rejoice in celebration for our single Sagittarius friends? And why is it that we're looking at solitude for our Sagittarius friends who are dating? And show us about the hope for our coupled up Sagittarius friends. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Show us clearly, clarify for us what these energies are. Okay, so rejoice in celebration. We're getting Two of Cups. And we're getting Five of Wands. Okay, and in solitude, we're getting Queen of Swords. And we're getting 10 of Pentacles. And for hope, for coupled relationships, we're getting 7 of Cups, and we're getting Death. Okay. Don't let that Death card freak you out. I've been reading tarot for a little while, and these cards usually have a much deeper meaning. So, rejoice in celebration. This is the same cup as the same card as the Three of Cups in the traditional tarot. So what does it mean in this love reading, especially coming up in the group for singles? So I feel like what it's saying is celebrate who you are, celebrate the life that you're living, enjoy this time where you're getting to know yourself. Look, you've got this right here in a love reading. Sometimes we're looking at soulmates, right? It is very possible that because you're watching this reading, obviously you're a single who is thinking about dating again, or thinking about getting out there, or wondering if you'll ever meet your soulmate. This tells me that you do have a soulmate out there, but it also tells me that it's a time for you to rejoice in where you are right now too. Until you're ready to get out there. I feel like when you're ready to get out there in the fullness of who you are, you're going to attract your soulmate in. I feel like Spirit's just saying that you have a soulmate. It's just going to be, when are you ready? But in the meantime, celebrate who you are. Celebrate this feeling of knowing yourself, of being able to meet yourself and not need another person in your life. It's a really great place to be when we don't need that other person in our life. So celebrate that. I feel like that's reason to celebrate. And then you have this Five of Wands, okay? So the wands are about purpose, passion, creativity, inspiration, and communication with Spirit. And I feel like a lot of people, or maybe there might be a tug of war going on with people in your circle that are like wanting to tell you to get out there and get out there again, go find your soulmate, get out there again and go get married, or whatever people tell us. And I feel like what it's saying is, be above all that. Don't let other people pressure you into doing something that you're not ready to do. And when you get out there and you do meet that right person, I'm hearing this right now, that right person for you might not be a right person for you in somebody else's mind. So I feel like they're saying, when you do get back out there and you do meet that right person, I feel like they're saying, rise above everybody else's passionate ideas about what it is they think you should have in your life, or who it is they think you should have in your life. Only you know that. Only you are going to connect with that person at a soul level. And whenever you're at that place, when you're ready, that's when that connection is going to take place. So don't let anybody push you. Celebrate who you are and where you are in your life right now. Okay. If you're dating and not in a committed relationship, I feel like they're saying pull back. Okay. I feel like they're kind of making me feel like you're not at a place yet where you have this truth about yourself. I feel like they're saying, I'm seeing somebody. You ever heard of speed dating? It's like I'm seeing somebody at one of those speed dating places where, you sit still, and every 5 minutes or every 10 minutes a new person sits in front of you, and you sit there and try to find out what you can about them, see if there's a spark. I'm seeing that. It's like, and it's just like a revolving, it's the pictures that they give me. It's really funny. It's like that Lucille Ball show where this conveyor belt is bringing chocolates in front of you, and they just keep going by and by and by and by, and none of them are working for you. Okay. And I feel like it's because none of them match up with your truth, but I feel like they're saying that you need to decide what that truth is. You need to decide what is that truth about you, and what is that truth about what you feel a relationship should be. There's some work for you to do. We talked about this in one of my videos. We talked about manifesting, how we manifest something into our lives. And I talk about some of us manifesting, we're just like whatever. We're just kind of patiently waiting. And I tell people, and I've said in a couple of videos, we have to be specific. What is it that we want? However, we shouldn't limit ourselves. We shouldn't say this, this, and this, and only that. We should say this, this, and this, and better if you have it, because you know my soul. To our higher self knows us better than we do, right? So I feel like it's just they're asking you to pull back a little bit and find what your truth is. And let me tell you something. Sagittarius, I feel like they're saying this is going to be, whenever you do that and you come back out, this is going to be a generational legacy type love. Not only that, it's going to change the generations to come. I feel like this group of people that Spirit is speaking to is a group of people who have come from some real unhealthy relationship backgrounds, and this is going to change that. It's with this work that they're asking you to do, and I don't feel like it's go into solitude for the next 10 years. No, maybe not even a year, but they're asking you to pull back a little bit, figure out what your truth is, not only about who you are, but about what you really want, and then go out there and be that, so that this can come in, and it's going to change the way not only you experience relationships, but it's going to change the way your descendants and all that. I almost feel like there's a generational curse that's going to be broken as far as unhealthy relationships, codependent relationships kind of thing. Coupled Sagittariuses, we have hope, okay? So the hope card is the same as the star. This is blessed. They're saying you're so blessed. It's the same as the major arcana for like the wish fulfillment card, the 9 of Cups. There's so much blessing on you. Whenever I read for Sagittarius couples or any couples, I'm reading for you, the Sagittarius, right? It's for you within the coupled up relationship. And I'm feeling like this is saying you're so blessed. You had a lot of options, right? And I feel like this is saying you made the choice. You made the choice of where you wanted to go. And I feel like you are walking in a relationship in a way that you've never walked in it before. Now remember, this was cleaning house, right? So we're going to go back and talk about it, how it relates to all of these. So I feel like you're walking in it the way you've never walked in it before, that you have let go of things from past relationships, or you kind of did this work and now you're walking in what you chose right here. There's this deep spiritual bond because you did have a lot of options, but what you chose was different than what you had ever experienced before. And what you're living right now is different than what you've ever experienced before. And Spirit's just here saying, yes, you are blessed. You've done the work, you are blessed, and you will continue to walk in that as far as this relationship goes. That's what I'm feeling. It's a total transformation. It's like it's like, again, like I said, it's almost like you did this work when you were dating. You backed up and you did this work, and everything completely changed for you. Old ways were left behind. So let's go back and talk about this cleaning house, right? Sometimes whenever like this right here comes up, sometimes it has to do with relationships, our outside relationships. Like who is it that's draining our energy, trying to tell us how to live our life and stuff like that. And sometimes we just have to let stuff like that go. We have to clean that out of our psyche. We have to clean that out of our subconscious and our conscious too. And then right here, again, they're saying, what is your truth? To, cut out what's not serving you. That conveyor belt with all that chocolate going by, I feel like Spirit's saying you're spinning your wheels and you're wasting your time because you haven't decided yet what you want. So cut out what's not working for you, right? Clean it out. Clean it out of your psyche. And right here, I feel like they're saying, you did that. You absolutely did that. You looked at all of your options and you let go of the things that didn't work for you. You made space in your heart, in your emotional, mental, and spiritual body for the absolute right connection to come in. And those old ways no longer are part of your life. It's a whole different kind of relationship. Okay, so now we're going to do the PS and say, God, guides, angels, archangels, and Holy Spirit, show us what is the PS. Well, I'm shuffling real quick. Guys, the likes, the shares, the subscribes, all that stuff, the requests for personal readings, the donations, you guys rock. I am humbled to be part of this community. Ringing my bell, all of that stuff. You guys are great. And I just want to tell you how much I appreciate you. Also, the passersby, the ones that stop in and engage, even though they're not a subscriber. We love you too so much, and thank you for stopping in. So, God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, thank you for being there for us to give us answers to questions. Show us clearly what is the PS that goes with this reading. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Look, Sagittarius, what they're saying. You've got the Empress energy. You can birth into your life whatever it is that you decide that you want. Especially for those of you who are dating right now. Basically what they're saying is you just have to decide what it is that you want, right? It's like this Empress, now she's pregnant, right? But she's the symbol of us being able to bring into our reality what we want. So, but they're saying like right now, today you went and dug a hole and planted a tomato, and tomorrow you're going to go dig up that same hole, take that tomato out and put in a plum. The next day you're going to go dig up that same hole, take the plum out, put in a cucumber. It's like you haven't made up your mind what you want, but you have the ability to bring whatever it is you want into your reality. You just have to make that decision, decide what it is. Look, here's the Three of Pentacles. So for me, the Three of Pentacles is it's fruitful projects, right? It's working in collaboration, sometimes with others, but for me, this is way more spiritual than that. For me, this is about your Creator, your Holy Spirit, or your spirit guides, and you, right? It's you and your team working in tandem to bring you into the life that you came here to live. I love that. And you're going to have victory. Sagittarius, in your relationships, if you're in this single group and you're ready, it's saying get out there because your person's ready for you. If you're not ready, just keep enjoying who you are, because when you are ready, your person's going to be there. That's victory. Right here it's saying, look, all you got to do is make your decision, find your truth and stand in it, and look, what happens? Generational, legacy type love. You're ready. It's victory. Sagittarius, coupled Sagittarians, right? Look, you did the work. You did exactly what Spirit is advising for these other two groups. You did it, and now you're walking in that blessed energy. You're walking here in that victory. I love God. I love the way these messages are laid out so clearly, and I thank you guys for stopping in. And until next time, go out and have a super duper day. Bye.